I know it's hurting, but this is the end of the day. We have to come out and obviously give you what we call the player ratings for the club of Arsenal players as they took on the side of Aston Villa. It ended 2-0 in favor of Aston Villa, and we have to do the player ratings. Come rain, come sunshine. We have to do them and really see who really went ahead to let down the club of Arsenal to obviously concede those 2 goals. It's a Monday. Hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Rokani David is my name. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're really watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. It's really a very beautiful day, and I hope you guys are really having fun, and we are here to obviously bring you the latest news and information. Now, the Muslims, Barakallahu fikum, the Christians, we cover you in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and may the living to God bless you abundantly and hugely. Now, let's obviously start it off with the player ratings. Let's start off with the goalkeeper, David Raya. For the first goal, I don't fault him, but for the second goal, I fault him because Emily Smith-Rowe had all the time, to obviously keep chasing Oli Watkins. And by the way, I never knew that Emily Smith-Rowe is as fast as that, because Oli Watkins is a fast guy and very energetic. And you ask yourself, what was the reason for David Raya to come out and really aid the quickness of Oli Watkins to put that ball, dig that ball over him? I think if he stays in the ball a little bit and really takes one extra touch, maybe Emily Smith-Rowe really finds a better position to squeeze him out of a better angle to really dink that ball over the goalkeeper. So I'm getting him a 5 out of 10 for me. That is David Raya. We go to Benjamin White. 5.5 out of 10 for me for Benjamin White. Zinchenko, I tell you, I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. Why a 4 out of 10? For the very first time, Zinchenko had gone ahead to really gift a goal to this guy. You remember that goal that ball that Trossard went ahead to get off the foot of Oli Watkins in the first half. Zinchenko was totally beaten. Then, after that, Zinchenko, look at the first goal that Arsenal conceded. Zinchenko was playing as a right back, and you ask yourself, what was he doing there? Positional discipline, 0. That's why I'm getting him a 4. And I think he looked like he was the route that was going to be used by Aston Villa to obviously torment Arsenal. I talked about this in the match preview, in the match day live, that Arteta should find means of how to close down that area, because he's going to be targeted. And when Leon Bailey was brought him through, obviously Unai Emery had already gone ahead to say to it that there was space that Moussa Diaby was not utilizing in that space, and this guy went ahead to utilize it and went ahead to say to it that he puts this to bed. That is Zinchenko for you. Gabriel Magalhaes, a 4.5 out of 10. I told you in the previous 2 games, Gabriel Magalhaes has been a disaster. I don't know why his game is abysmal, but he needs obviously coming through to say to it that he comes in through and really stop this fast, because he's really one of the best that I'm going to have to see, in the season. I would have gone ahead to obviously say that he was the best central defender of Arsenal this season, but for Saliba, he's keeping his cool and putting himself in better positions, and he's not really losing anything. But Gabriel Magalhaes, in the 2 most important games of Arsenal this season, because they win against Bayern Munich, they go to Allianz Arena fighting for a draw, and now they're going to Allianz Arena fighting for a win. Against Aston Villa, they come into this game of football when the side of Liverpool had already gone ahead to obviously when the side of Liverpool had already gone ahead to obviously draw points, and all they had to do was simple: come in through and really do the needful and really win the game of football to go on top of the table. Gabriel Magalhaes, just because Aston Villa couldn't obviously kill off the chances, but he was like trying to gift everything to see to it that this man really finds himself going off track. So for me, I really believe that it's really very important to see to it that a lot of people have gone ahead obviously coming through and see how bad Gabriel Magalhaes has gone ahead to be in the recent 2 games. Is it because he's playing when he's not 100% fit? That is it. It's a question. But 4.5 for me. Saliba, 5.5 out of 10 for me. I think he's one of those players that never did anything wrong in that game. He was really good, but people say that he should be faulted for the first goal because he would have gone ahead to sweep that ball. But I tell you, that ball across the face of goal is really very tricky. It's very hard to obviously sweep it out because you might try to sweep it out and you end up netting in your own net. That is it. But I think it's Zinchenko and Martinelli that have gone ahead to do the needful to obviously beat that position. Then Declan Rice, 6 out of 10 for me for Declan Rice in that game. Odegaard, 7 out of 10. By far, he was the best player on the field of play for the side of Arsenal. He did all what he had to do, and I tell you, it was the onus was not on him for Arsenal to score a goal because he did all what he had to do to really do those line-breaking passes that resulted into getting the best out of the team. We go to Kai Havertz, 6.5 out of 10. He missed out on like 2 sitters, by the way, in that game, and he was released. I think Jesus released him close to twice or thrice in that game, and went ahead to do the needful. We go to the right forward, Bukayo Saka. Saka, 5.5 out of 10 for me. He really lacked what we call the killer instinct. I had thought that he was going to come out and really score goals, but he didn't, and I fault Mikel Arteta for keeping him on the field for so long because it reached an extent when he's not productive at all, and all what was needed was get him off the pitch and get in maybe a Reece Nelson to play onto the right side to bring in fresh blood into that pitch. Then Jesus leading the line, 5 point, giving him a 6 out of 10. Missed out on a header, but went ahead obviously create the most clean chance for that game of Aston. And the Trossard went ahead to obviously put the ball where the goalkeeper was. Instead of going to the far left, he went to the near right post. 6 out of 10 for me. Trossard, 5.5 out of 10 for me in that game. Then but I would like to really give him his flowers, obviously tracking back very well for stopping what would have gone ahead to be the first goal in that game against Arsenal, where Gabriel Magalhaes went ahead to really try to pass the ball, and he passed the ball at the back, and the ball hit the back of Zinchenko, and then Oli Watkins utilized onto that, but the tracking back of Trossard saved the day for the club of Arsenal. Then we go to the substitutes. Tomiyasu, 5.5 out of 10. Emily Smith-Rowe, I give him a 6 out of 10. His intensity was really very good. Even that second goal, you saw it that he was really up. Martinelli, 4 out of 10. The first goal, Martinelli was supposed to be in the 10 yards box area, had to track back like Trossard did, in the first half, but he never really went ahead to do that. So it is really very annoying that a player was supposed to be tracking back like that couldn't obviously find himself in that position. I'm going to discuss it more in an article that is going to be put up by Ian Wright onto how he was disappointed in Martinelli. Then we go to Jorginho, responsible for the second goal because he does a blind pass and couldn't obviously track back to do the needful. 4 out of 10 for me for Jorginho. Which other player came on? Edin Ketia, 4 out of 10. No service for him as a number 9 into that ilk. So that's what I had for you. And those the players that we went ahead to come on through. Let me check here. Which other player have I gone ahead to miss out on? Let me check. Aston Villa. And remember, this came in through when Aston has to travel to Bayern Munich, and I don't know whether the imploding has gone ahead to start off immediately. Emily Smith-Rowe, I've given him. I'm done with them, all of them. So the manager, 4.5 out of 10. I think he's afraid to take Bukayo Saka off the field of play. That is it. Yet Saka reached an extent when he was less productive and had to take him off the field of play. I think he needs to be more ruthless again. Onto Zinchenko, kept him on the field for so long, and I was asking myself, why is Zinchenko there when they're going to have to bring in Leon Bailey? And Leon Bailey went ahead to affect the side of Arsenal by really scoring that beautiful goal to put them one ahead. in the 84th minute. 3 minutes later, they concede the second one. So Mikel Arteta for me, 4.5 out of 10. Man of the match for me is Martin Odegaard. Orchestrated everything for this club, and all was really going on well. So that is Martin Odegaard for you, and we went ahead to love everything he went ahead to do. So that's what I had for you, player ratings, and we are coming to obviously see how things really are gonna happen next into the Champions League. I'm out.